Third time's the charm. We're gonna try the third time. We're gonna try it for the third time. If I can even get this link to work. Please, please, please. Get shareable link. Community. Post. Take 3. Post. Okay, so the link is there, although you guys it might just pop up for you. It might pop up for you. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so this is the scarf I was scratching. I'm gonna have to make a compilation of all the videos from this evening. It happened whenever I got up. It happened whenever I got up. So I'm not gonna get up. I'm not gonna get up. Hi, Phineas. Hello. I believe you told me last time your name was Oscar. Hi, Ultra. Here we go again. I think it has something to do with like me getting up from the chair. I don't know. I'm just not gonna move. So we're just gonna tap whatever we've got. So yeah, this is my tripod. I love this thing. Oh, thank you for your trust, Ultra. I believe you. I don't know. Tomorrow, speaking of compilations, tomorrow I'm gonna put up a stream of videos from when I was first experimenting. Hey, Labs. Thank you. No way. We will persevere. My silly tripod. Yeah. So I have a compilation tomorrow from videos from when I was just starting, and they're all really short and kind of silly. So I'm just gonna put them together and stream them tomorrow, because I also want to learn how to do that better. Yeah, learning. And I think I was saying before the camera bounced out the first time. Oh, I found the diffuser for the perfume shop set. So that's coming. And there's a bunch. Oh, I finally recorded me speaking Spanish, a whole video. Finally. That's coming. Ciao. Thank you. Yeah, I like this set. It's kind of a mix, and it just makes me think vintage, like vintage polka dots. But then this is like kind of the end of summer, and then this resets it. It's like the breakup, because then you got the cherry. It's like you got the cherry on top. Hello. I see a lot of people are popping in. Hello. Just gonna try to grab something without getting up, because we don't want the camera go again. If it looks like my makeup is uneven, it's because I already took it off. I was testing some new stuff. And I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, it still looks like I have it on. Oh, you know I have nails for a Halloween theme. Oh yes. Oh yes I do. Oh yes I do. I think I showed them either last week or 2 weeks ago on the live. They've got like Frankenstein going on. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I have a video coming where I teach you guys some Spanish as requested. And I found a diffuser for the perfume shop. So those of you who like that, I've got a lot of motivational videos coming. Like stand your ground, have confidence kind of stuff. Help you clear your mind before you go to sleep so you can just de-stress. All optimistic. And some more like, not homemade triggers. I mean, they sort of are, like do-it-yourself triggers. Thank you. And the different like textures on this palette. Oh, I do have it handy. This is the diffuser. This is not the one I use. The other one is, because I think it still has smell. Yes, it smells like pine or juniper, like a forest, but when the tree is still in the forest, not when like it becomes a Christmas tree. It's really, really nice. And it just takes like a drop of the stuff that I use for the perfume shop role play. You just put a little bit in it. There's Stitch saying hi. Oh, thank you, Oscar. I appreciate that. It's been interesting transitioning from a very serious type of career to going back to my roots as an artist. It's kind of nice. It's helping me conquer middle age. And I don't take things as seriously as I used to. Because I've got enough stress as it is. And it also has this like thing that you can use to stick it to the wall. And I don't want to take it off. I don't want to take it off. I don't want to stick it on the wall. But I like the way it sounds. I'm so glad I finally found this. They had other ones, but they were just big and unnecessary. I've never had a place to put them. But these are compact. I can handle them. Oh, definitely. Embrace it. It's just a little bit more painful. It takes a while to recover from a jog. It's just a time for slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. And for taking life a little less seriously. Oh, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. Mine are coming out again. Quite a lot. But I'm not bothering to do anything because next month is Halloween and there's just gonna be, I like to celebrate the entire month. So who knows what I'm gonna do? Who knows? And since I'm not a teacher anymore, I don't have to worry about professional hair. This is not the one. This is the one. It's so intense. Like, you can't tell on the outside. It seems like it's a really good sale because I literally can put these next to each other and not tell which one has the scent in it. I have to open it and then you can smell it instantly. That's like insane to me. It's insane to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But also, it's like freshly washed, so that might be it. So let's see, do you guys have any requests? I've been reading the comments and I think I was able to make enough videos for everybody's requests. Coming this month. Oh yeah, always think outside the box. I've got a lot of original stuff coming this month. I know somebody requested or somebody commented that they like the sound, so. And I like the effect of multiple colors like this too. And this pens, these pens, they're cool because you can use them this way, like a more, kind of like a paintbrush, like a paintbrush. And then the other side is more of a traditional felt tip marker. It's a little thinner, and this one's been through some looks like it's some of the crowd is dissipated, which is nice. Just thinking about like when I was a kid, I had, you know, an idea of what technology would be. It's way bigger. It's way bigger than my Star Trek imagination could even think about. Oscar, use that creative side. especially if you're a musician. Listen, I can't talk. And I made a lot of videos coming up because I need to work on my writing this coming week. I kept getting distracted, so I was like, let me focus. So I got my like hyperactivity out, and I made you guys so many videos. Accordion. What else starts with an A? Because now I'm thinking of like all sorts of things, but they're not musical instruments, like albatross, but albatross is a bird. Weird Al Yankovic. I've been watching a lot of Weird Al Yankovic lately. Because like a video pops up, and then you know how YouTube is. Then it shows you all the videos. He makes me laugh. Bingo. Yeah, I'm glad I got it right. I attempted to learn guitar when I was a kid. And piano. But like through school. Because that's how it is in New York. You have the opportunity, or you did. They've cut a lot of music programs since. So I honestly don't know what it's like in the school I went to now. But it's good to have a basic understanding, I think. Sí se habla español, pero no es fluente, porque es mi lengua segunda. Inglés es mi primero lengua. Oh, soy filipina y Irish y Germán. Alemán. Irish. I don't know how to say Irish in Spanish. I think it's just Irish. Tiene muchas amigas y amigos de mexicanos. De México, sí. But I've never been to Mexico. I'm trying to think. I didn't even have an overnight in Spain when I went to Europe. I keep forgetting that since I had to change the camera 3 times this evening, that you guys are this way. Horizontal is how I would prefer, but you guys are vertical. So I'm like doing something over here. It's like, it's not on the camera, girl. Depending on my mood, pink. Hi, Kina. Pink. I like pink. I like green. I like blue. But mostly I wear black and white. So I'd say I have black and white. My snake skin and my sweatpants are black. My sweater is black. I'm wearing stitch socks though. Blue ones. And when, like, the color I like to look at the most is pink though. And I like to put, like, my accessories pink. But generally speaking, I have a lot of just black clothes with something to offset that. But that's, I think, a New York thing. I really do think that's just like a New York fashion. That and just jeans, and then everything is flat. Except for the sneakers. The sneaker, again, that's a New York thing. I think that's a New York thing for sure. I don't consider myself awkward, but I'm diagnosed neurodivergent, so for me it's not awkward, but other people may consider it awkward. I consider myself at this point just analog in a digital world. I'm trying to catch up, so I wouldn't say awkward. Just out of time, almost out of time. Like not like running out of time, but like out of time in a Doctor Who sort of way. Outside the normal time and space. I'm trying to find something nearby so that the camera doesn't go crazy. But awkward can be a thing, you know? Like, one person's awkward is another person's normal. Some days I walk with a limp. Those days I'm a little more awkward because I'm off balance, but I'm not awkward, you know? Like, behavior can be awkward, but not a person. That's the teacher answer. That's the teacher answer. Behavior is awkward, not a person. Like, there might be something off with you physically that day. You might have a cold. But you yourself are not a cold. That's the teacher answer. Oi! You guys, that's the bell downstairs. What people like to do in our building is they like to push on all the bells so that somebody will open the door, and it makes me jump. Like, it's my phone case. My nose just fits. Was that awkward? Probably, but I don't care. I don't care. I think this side sounds so much better. But there's more action going on over here, you know? Dare I reach this? I think I can. Blockbuster. That's crazy. Hi, Ariana. We're good. How are you? You missed the first 2 tries. I'll be putting them out for you guys if you want to watch. I sound hoarse, but I'm not. Actually, it might be just, it's allergies. Allergies have been insane in New York. This is where I put my phone when I go on a run. Okay, a walk, but we'll call it a run. Okay, we'll call it a run. A little bike workout. I love a bike workout. I have a stationary bike that I inherited from my friend when she moved to a smaller apartment. I mean, actually, the apartment's bigger, but now she has a baby, so technically. And I have a stationary bike. I need to get on it. Is that the fridge? The fridge sounds like it's gonna come and play. Or maybe not. Yeah, I love that stationary bike. You know what I like to do when I'm using a stationary bike is Guys, this is so silly. You know, there people make these POV travel videos, and it's like you're walking down a street in a town, wherever, and it feels like a little vacation. So I'll like get on the exercise bike and just kind of convince myself I'm actually on a stationary bike in Paris. Is that what Peloton is? That's way above my pay grade. So like, but I imagine that's what Peloton must be like. But I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm a rambler. This is like the soft part. Oh, Blockbuster. So somebody mentioned Blockbuster. You get to right. I like the ones also where they stop walking and then they go and eat something, and you get to see like somebody's fancy dinner or a meal of like a culture that you don't often see. But yeah, Blockbuster. See, Blockbuster was something that I actually didn't even notice, I think, until college, because where I grew up in Washington Heights in Manhattan, we had a video store, like a individual owned it, like it wasn't a chain. It was like the neighborhood video store. And of course there was more. You had to wait longer time to get a movie because there wasn't as many copies. We've been playing oh, that's the train, that's the railroad. That other thing I think was a helicopter. We've been playing Guess the Aircraft lately. Because over like last holiday weekend, there was like people were doing drones and stuff. Ariana, you missed it. So like the camera kept going off, and I realized that if I get up, it'll go off. So I'm only doing things that I can grab. So of course I have my planner. Right on the desk. Of course. It's my favorite thing to do. I do this all day. Social media, I don't get it. I mean, as she says, as she live streams, but like I get YouTube. YouTube makes sense to me, but I don't get a lot of the others. YouTube just seems like this is my channel. I'm gonna do weird and silly things, and you're either gonna, not that kind of weird, like fun weird, but and people are either gonna like it or they're not, you know. And if you don't like it, you just like change the channel. So yeah, I'm still not entirely sure about social media. I'm still trying to figure it out. But like Facebook seems like a lot of arguing to me, and a lot of like complaining, I guess. And Instagram, I felt like it was flex, look at me, too much materialism, as opposed to, and product, as opposed to I personally use something. Like that was more like how people would socialize. Like, oh, I'm looking for a new shampoo. Oh, I actually started using da-da-da-da. You should try that. You know, like that. That's how people, but on social media, it's like so much more in your face. I've tried twice since its existence to use it. I did a video, I feel like I did this video already. Yeah, I did, where I'm wearing a brown shirt and I'm playing with one of my recycled items and it says love. I think it's from earlier this week. And I just go off about why I'm not on social medias. But in a funny way. Yeah, Facebook, just people get too personal and then they tag you and I'm like, that's like none of my business. Like, don't tag me in something. What are you talking about? Especially as a teacher. Your social media is monitored. It's just one of those things, you know, whether you like it or not. Oh, Twitter, I never really got it. And I know it's called X now. I never understood because I'm like, okay, so you have to say something in 140 characters. I talk too much. I can't possibly say that something that quick. What? But yeah, I know. Click my link. And I get it. Like, people need to make a living. You know, I get it. It's, as somebody who's worked in media, like, I understand advertising. I understand public relations. I understand all that. And then I became a teacher, and I saw the effect that it has on families and community. And I'm like, okay. I kind of want to balance it out. I kind of want to just be like, relax. That's how I landed in ASMR. It's just kind of a mix of yeah, I see that, yeah. Because I know some people who are on Facebook, and if they see something funny, they'll like screenshot it and send it to me. So I don't feel too left out, but I don't like arguing. The arguing is just, and I don't like the flex. Like, everybody's got their own thing. Like, the whole, like, mine is better, and this is just enough with the competition. I don't care. Do you enjoy, and celebrate. Enjoy and celebrate. The need for the flex, I don't get it. Ariana, you're gonna get 3 videos of my attempts tonight, so you enjoy. Payphones, I remember. A beeper, I think by the time I got a beeper, people were already on cell phones. I'm always behind like that. But the payphone, yeah, I always had quarters on me. I mean, and New York always had things longer than I think other places, but I'll really get the nostalgia trip here. I remember the automat, not the laundromat. I know that's but the automat were these like vending machines. They were like early vending machines, but you had to get the money from the lady at the counter, and then you would put in the coins, and then you would open it up. But sometimes inside it would be like a hot meal. Like, you figured out what you wanted. You could see it through the window, but it would be like a plate, and the plate would have like whatever, mashed potatoes and meatloaf. And then you would have to open up another thing, and it would be your cheesecake. And like, yeah, those were cool. The one thing I miss from my childhood is probably actually, I was thinking about this. There was a little coffee shop that I would pick up newspaper from. And back in the day, you used to like, everybody knew who's whose kid. So like your grandma could send you to the store for the newspaper and a pack of cigarettes and all that when you were 7. So I would go down to the candy shop and get the newspaper and get grandma cigarettes, and then like whatever penny I mean, it was called nickel candy at the time, but my grandma used to call it penny candy, so she'd like, get your penny candy, but it was like nickel or dime. Yeah. And that place, the smell of the place. Thank you. The smell of the place. It smelled like coffee and gum, so all sorts of minty flavors, and cigarettes, because people were still smoking inside of places, and newsprint. And there was a stool, the old-timey stools that people would sit in at the coffee shops, and there's retro places, you can see them now, but this one was old, and it was like held together with duct tape. It's that NYC ingenuity. It was held together with duct tape. I don't think a place like that nowadays would pass inspection. It was a different time. It does feel like so long ago. It does feel like so long ago. But it wasn't, but it was. But it was. Yeah, so like that place doesn't exist anymore because, number one, a child would never be allowed in a store at 7 by themselves. But also, like, people don't smoke inside of places. Definitely not around here. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. Newsprint doesn't exist anymore. Newsprint doesn't exist anymore. It's very rare to find a newsprint. I'm always triggered by nostalgia lately. It's just, I am just in that mode. 45 will do that to you. 45 will do that to you. At the beginning of like a school year and stuff like that, it's just like, it's that time when you like, you're moving to the next chapter. It just feels like it's fall's coming and stuff like that. But I'm a writer, so you can give me a topic and my brain will go there. I miss reading the newspaper on the school bus. That's how old and nerdy I am. I'm trying to find something else. I'm gonna go back to this one. I do not want to move because you guys will get disconnected. Y'all will get disconnected. I don't know if I try this side. I know this is gonna sound funny, but I miss movie theaters. I know they still exist, but not the way they used to. And in the States, there's a chain called Alamo. And I like those theaters because you're not allowed to use your cell phone. And that you could get food and drink there. Crayons are the best smell. They're the best. They are the best. I always wanted, when I was a kid, a box of 96 Crayola. I have one now. I don't care about diamonds and rubies. Mm-mm. I don't need a hair appointment. And my nails are press-ons. but I want my quality art supplies. So I have my box of 96 crayons. I was one of those kids that wanted to be a little bit of everything. So I wanted to be a reporter. So I studied media. I wanted to make music videos. So I did that. I have done, before I became a teacher, I had done a lot of the other stuff that I already wanted to do. And I became a teacher because I was like, if I wait any longer, I'm not gonna have the energy. So it was like, I took a break from making media, from being in media, from being in marketing and public relations, and then became a teacher. And now I'm going back with the lessons I learned as a teacher. Oh, your mom is right. The world's the same. There's more people on it, but the problems haven't changed much. I did a book talk earlier this week on Hunter S. Thompson's books, and I talk about that. That really, the problems are still the same as they were when he was writing those books in the 60s, and 70s, and 80s, 90s. And I'm now remembering, like, stuff that people are like, oh, but that's history. The 80s weren't history. I remember. But yeah, the world's same as it was, same as it's always been. It's just how we deal with it. Gotta stay positive and optimistic, or at least balanced. When you get too below, you become unbalanced and pessimistic, it ruins your vibe. And if your vibe is ruined, then how could you possibly be a wonderful, productive, and creative person, right? Nostalgia also gets me very teacherly. Back in my day, I swear that the term Entenmann's had an R in it. It's like my Mandela moment. So I'm looking right now at a box of Entenmann's. I think that's not just a New York regional thing. I think that's an American brand. It's baked goods. And I was like, I said to Phineas the other day, I was like, didn't Entenmann's have an R in it? And he's like, no, it's Entenmann. So on that note, I'm getting hungry, you guys. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, that's silly, like, that's what I mean. Yeah. That effect, that's silly, like, I swear. But wait, really? I think it's just the brain. It remembers what it wants to, what it thinks it knows. I don't know. All I know is, like Jon Snow, I know nothing. I'm just a lady right now who likes to wax poetic and philosophical. And my stomach is growling, guys. It is 6 p.m. here in New York City. And it's time for dinner. But thank you so much for hanging with me. The third time was the charm. And there'll be a compilation airing tomorrow, so it'll seem live, and I'll probably be in the chat. So if you guys want to leave me a message. But I gotta do laundry too. But that compilation is there, and it'll be a bunch of older stuff, kind of put together. So, you can see how far I've come. I can see how far I've come too. But it'll be fun because it'll be like a bunch of stuff all together. To bore you to sleep.